Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and today we're gonna see if can the Pacific Rim Jaegers take on, if not flat out beat, Ark's Titans. So the rules here are very simple here. We're going to be putting the Jaegers from Pacific Rim Uprising because they are the most advanced and apparently are the strongest set of Jaegers out there. Yada yada yada. You guys know what I mean here. And we're going to be throwing them against the Titans of Arc in a gauntlet. So obviously desert, forest, ice, and obviously king. We're not gonna do alpha because I think that would probably be overkill if you know what I mean here. And we're gonna have the Titans move just like the kaiju. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Meaning that we could actually see these Titans in all honesty, probably move a bit more fluidly with Ark Survival Ascended, and I hope we do get to see that. But again, these Titans are going to be moving just like the Kaiju. So they'll run, they'll be able to jump, they'll be able to, use their attacks just like they're in a real world setting. Okay? And obviously, we'll be having them, we'll say that there's a Jaeger base in the city and stuff, and all the Titans are just heading there one at a time. So they have to fight them. And yes, if the Jaegers do wind up dying, or at least one Jaeger is still standing and manages to get the kill on the kaiju, then we'll be reviving those Jaegers, getting them fixed up and stuff, pilots and everything, and we'll just be throwing them in there. So without further ado, I think it's very safe to say we can begin the scaling here. Now, Pacific Rim does have a plethora ways to be scaled, but the highest you can actually get them is around country. Now, keep in mind this is very contentious, as again, this does depend on if you scale this to the attack potency of these drones here. Now, the lowest end for it is consistently in the city to city block ranges, as kaiju like Trespasser are capable of causing I think it was a magnitude 7.1 earthquake. Then you have the city level scaling where it takes multiple nukes to actually kill a kaiju over and like just straight up three nukes on a kaiju is what it took to kill it. Meaning a basic nuke wasn't enough. I know, it's crazy. Then you have the country level scaling where they scale to the drones from Pacific Rim Uprising that were just opening portals because they had the technology to open space time and stuff like that. And then the Jaegers would apparently scale above this somehow. So, yeah, that's pretty much what the scaling is for Pacific Rim. There are people who put them at Universal, unfortunately, but yeah, it gets crazy. It really does. The fandom is absolutely crazy right now. But with that being said here, each Jaeger, obviously Guardian Bravo, Saber Athena, Bracer Phoenix are all Mark 5 Jaegers, meaning they would scale to Striker Eureka. And Striker Eureka, if not, they'll probably be a bit superior to Striker Eureka, considering they are more advanced than he is, apparently. And these Jaegers are, comparable to him, if not flat out stronger than him, with Gypsy Avenger being a Mark 6 Jaeger. Now, these Jaegers do have their advantages, like Saber Athena is actually one of the faster Jaegers of the fleet and actually excels in hand-to-hand combat. Then you have Guardian Bravo, which is actually one of the more stamina-based Jaegers, apparently. And then there's also Bracer Phoenix, who's also the strongest Jaegers, with Gypsy being the more, I guess you could say, weapons-like, or at least the more, well-balanced of the Jaegers here. However, these Jaegers do have their flaws when it comes to combat. Some of them are not built to take a lot of damage. And in all honesty, they don't even damage their kaiju to the same extent as, well, a mega mech from Arc. So this might be a problem for them, but the kaiju only have really one flaw, and is that they're slow. Yes, we're going to be having them move fluidly like the Pacific Rim kaiju, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Now, the Pacific Rim, the Arc Titans, right, are very interesting when it comes to scaling. I've seen people scale them to, star level, see them scaled to planetary and stuff like that. And in all honesty, it's actually very interesting because the King Titan was able to stop the Earth's rotation, and they were actually able to like wipe out just about everything on the planet, which would put them at a multi-continental to arguably a moon level scale here. And then you also have the mod scaling where you can easily scale them to like dwarf star level, with primal fear and mortar actually being able to create black holes. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting here. So we'll just go with that. And I think with that being said here, if both of those scalings, again, I'm taking them as they are here, are true, then honestly, I don't see how they beat the Desert Titan even. Because again, they should be above the modded creatures as they're noted to be the strongest set of bosses in the game. And with the with the Desert Titan moving fluidly like a kaiju from Pacific Rim as it takes flight here, they also get done dirty here in all honesty. I mean, all it has to do is really just summon its own minions, shoot you with lightning, and the minions will just attack you. Oh, but the Jaegers can fly. Not naturally. They are not built for that. And again, I do think they would be able to maybe shoot the Desert Titan here. One of the few things I could see happening is like Guardian Bravo being able to use its whips to like hold it in place. And then maybe, just maybe, Saber Athena has a chance to like cut through it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh here, but the thing is, these Titans, now that I'm seeing it here, just straight up outclass these Jaegers badly now. Especially with the whole planetary scaling. And if you want, you could easily just say they're above the element itself here, which has been known to like terraform planets apparently in the Ark lore, with it being responsible for how aberration looks, which again is like a multi-continental to possibly even planetary feat because it affected the entire planet to the point where the dinosaurs and creatures literally had to come underground and stuff in order to interact with the actual creatures of aberration, which is absolutely ridiculous here. Then moving on, we have the Forest Titan, who's way more versatile and way more dangerous. And if not, I wouldn't say he's the weakest. I'd probably say he's a bit closer to the Ice Titans level more than anything. But he's definitely, you can make the argument he's either second or third strongest, or he and the Ice Titan are neck and neck. They just have their respective advantages. But the sheer fact that the Forest Titan here can actually use vines to restrain the Jaegers here, and if not, just maybe pull them underground and just prevent them from getting close. Plus, with him likely being taller than them, meaning he could step on them pretty easily. And if not, if they're around the same height, he can just chuck them. And again, some of these Jaegers are very fragile, which is one of the biggest problems in this fight here. And I mean, if they're barely standing up to kaiju that can barely withstand nukes, all right? Kaiju that aren't really as durable as they look here. And again, they're powerful. But again, let's be real here. The Jaegers were putting themselves at disadvantages every time. And we're losing badly because of it. The heck y'all doing in the water with the kaiju? But let's move on here. Ice Titan just, I think even if I make the argument they get past the Forest Titan, they get past the Desert Titan, it's gonna stop at the Ice Titan. There's no if and a buts about it. Now again, I might sound a little biased because the Ice Titan is my favorite of the group here. But again, what are they going to do when the Ice Titan freezes them with either a punch or a frost blast? Now again, they are capable of being in the Arctic. At the very least, at least Gypsy is, because of his I think because of his nuclear core, it does provide the Jaeger warmth and stuff like that. But again, this is the Ice Titan we're talking about here. Someone who's able to freeze even mechs or even metal bases and stuff like that here. And again, that goes down to like the sub-zero or the nitrogenic like temperatures for Arc here. Now again, the player is pretty durable to survive it, so it's probably not that cold here. However, the attack potency plus the freezing capabilities of the Ice Titan here are really not to be messed with here. They haven't dealt with a kaiju like this. And in all honesty, that might be their biggest downfall. Now, yes, the Jaegers are definitely going to get some hits in because, again, the Titans move slow. But again, the Titans are more durable than the Jaegers. I'm sorry, not durable. More, well, yeah, they are more durable than the Jaegers, but they're also more durable than the Kaiju. And then there's King Titan to worry about on top of it. And yeah, I don't. Should we even discuss this? We're talking about King Titan, the one who actually stopped the Earth's rotation, the one who led his Titan minions forward and started just wreaking havoc across the world here, and can summon meteors, even a meteor shower. The Jaegers ain't ready for that. There's nothing they could really do to honestly stop the King Titan at all. And in all honesty, I think that's really going to be it here. The Jaegers don't have the durability, they don't have the power, nor even the attack potency to really harm these Titans. Again, I'm not even sure what they would be able to harm in the Arcverse. Maybe Godzilla Arc, but then again, he would also scale to the Titans. Then there's also Legendary's version, or in Arc as well here. So you could also use that to say, yeah, he would probably beat Monster vs. Godzilla. And that's a maybe. I'm not even sure if that happened. I might have to do that for a versus video as well. So let me know if you guys want to see that down below for, part of the versus section, which will be after the superhero section in correlation with whatchamacallit, the Fangs of Van Helsing story. But overall here, yeah, the Titans dominate. The Jaegers have no absolute chance. But that's going to be all for today, you guys. Please comment down below. Like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And let me know what you guys think down below. And yeah, y'all have a blessed day. Peace.